So, a lot of us knew this was going to happen at some point. Palworld was in the crosshairs of a lot of people when it first came out. Everyone was comparing it to Nintendo. Everyone was comparing it to Pokemon. Everyone was saying that it stole Pokemon designs. People were acting like it was using AI art. All kinds of craziness. It was pretty astounding, the level of allegations flung at it. There was proof being thrown back and forth. Some people proving that it was AI. Some people proving that it wasn't AI, and everything in between. I've covered many videos on it already as well. The most recent news that we had was 7 months ago, where Nintendo basically reported that they were thoroughly investigating the issue with the Pokemon Company, in investigating into Palworld. And that was it. And we hadn't heard hide nor hair from Nintendo since then. That changed today. So let's cover it. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are officially suing Palworld developer over multiple patent infringements. By the way, guys, this is not copyright. This is patents. This is a completely different thing. Not completely related, but not the same thing. Not the same thing. Did they say? We're going to look into it, DuoCat. Give me some time. The companies are taking legal action against Pocketpair. It's official. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are taking legal action against Pocketpair. Companies filed a lawsuit. Can we get the actual lawsuit? Okay, so we can get the corporate release. Yeah, here we go. Filing lawsuit for infringement on patent rights against Pocketpair. Nintendo Co. Ltd., together with Pokemon Company, filed a patent infringement lawsuit in the Tokyo District Court against Pocketpair on September 18th, literally today, 2024. This lawsuit seeks an injunction against infringement and compensation for damages on the grounds that Palworld, a game developed and recent released by the defendant, infringes multiple patent rights. It doesn't say which ones here. Nintendo will continue to take necessary actions against any infringement of its IP rights, including the Nintendo brand itself, to protect its intellectual properties that it has worked hard to establish over the years. Man. Okay. Yep. This is going to be interesting, guys. This is going to be interesting. A lot said it was Pokemon Guns. Yeah, but calling it Pokemon with guns is not stating that it is literally Pokemon with guns. That's the thing. So, if the game company of Pocketpair called it Pokemon with guns, then yeah, they'd be literally saying that this is Pokemon, but it's Pokemon with an AR-15. That is not what they're saying. So this is where the complication gets in, and this is where it'll become an issue for Pocketpair, because Nintendo's lawyers are very, very much litigious. They want to litigate on anything possible. They will sue like some random kid in Hawaii for, like, you know, putting an emulator up, man. Like, they love suing. They love suing, and they have a huge team of lawyers. Yeah, exactly. That's like calling everything a Coke. Yeah, Pokemon is a monster catcher trainer, but not all monster catcher trainers is Pokemon. Exactly. That is the issue here. That is a big part of the issue here. But it'll get more in deep, guys. It'll get more in deep. Because I want you to know, we are going to look at the patents that Nintendo has regarding Pokemon. Not all of them, but we're going to look at a serious chunk of them and see if there are certain things that are basically possible that was completely infringed upon in terms of patents. I have the list of patents, guys. I did my homework, my friends. I looked up the list of patents assigned to the Pokemon Company. So we're gonna look in deep. We're gonna read this article first, but after that we're gonna look in deep. Do not worry, guys. Do not worry. I'm way ahead of you. Okay, Nintendo will continue. Oh yeah, we already said that. The filing is absolutely massive news and follows months of speculation that Nintendo would take legal action over the indie survival game that has been referred to by many laymen as Pokemon Guns. Nintendo previously released a statement about Palworld in January. Oh, dude, I thought it was like 2 months ago. Sorry, 7 months ago. It was 9 months ago. Vowing that it intended to investigate and take appropriate measures against any potentially infringing content. A modder also claimed that Nintendo's come for me after posting a clip with Pokemon's Ash Ketchum in Palworld. Yeah, when that happened, I knew that pissed off Nintendo, man. Like, that one did not surprise me. Them going off after the modder. Yeah, they took time. Yeah, they were building their case, guys. 6 months later, in June, Pokemon insisted that Nintendo had yet to file any complaints. That's true, though. I do not doubt that Pocketpair was completely correct on this. They almost certainly had no cases brought against them until, like, literally this past month. So, like, there's no doubt in my mind that as of June, nothing had been brought against them. Because if it had, we'd be hearing about it back in June. Like, just straight up, guys. Of course, I love Pokemon, respect it. I grew up with it in my generation. That's what the head of Pocketpair said. Palworld launched in early access. Tremendous overnight success. Pokemon fans were quick to call out similarities to Palworld, although the developer insists that Palworld is more akin to survival crafting games such as Ark and Valheim than Pokemon, which, having played it, I think anyone who's played Palworld can tell you the game is much more similar to literally other games like Valheim, like Ark, and so on, than it is similar to Pokemon, in my opinion. Like, I think that is completely factual. Completely factual. I think, like, the designs, some of them may be a little too similar, but I don't think those are what is being attacked here. So let's look into it. C9 Deadly, buddy, welcome, my friend. Let's look at the patents assigned to the Pokemon Company. We're going to go through a few of them. Gamification of health awareness based on sleep patterns. So basically, the abstract of this was filed in 2022. A lot of these patents are, like, really new as well, which is, like, really weird. Which is really, really weird. I think this is, like, very odd because sometimes you'll have something that isn't a patent, then you'll see a competitor. This is like pattern abuse. There's a lot of pattern abuse that goes on. Dude, if you don't think... Okay, hold on. Patents can be abused all the time. In many, many different ways, with many, many different companies. And I think one of the worst examples of this, one of the most prime examples of this, of pattern abuse, patent abuse, is with drugs. Prescription drugs nowadays, when there's a patent for a prescription drug held by, say, Pfizer, or, Moderna, or whatever, any one of these big companies, a lot of times what they do, and I work in health, or I used to work in health for literally 10 years of my life, that's why I know a lot about this, is what they would do, and what they do regularly now, is the patent on their drug will be ending. So what they do is they reformulate the drug, tweaking like 1% of it, or like one small thing of it, and they'll rename the drug and create a new patent. So basically, the old patent will be gone, the new patent will be in place, and it essentially extends the life of their patent for all intents and purposes. And they can sue someone for making a generic version. So that is one example of how patents can be completely, utterly abused. And the reason these loopholes are not fixed is because a lot of these companies that abuse the patents are ones that, have lobbyists that affect the laws that are being generated. So, shocker, there are no laws against this shit. They want this stuff to be in place because they want to be able to sue, and the companies have a lot of the power. This is large corporations that use and abuse these loopholes to, like, the nth degree, man. To the nth degree. So, yeah, let's see this first one. And welcome, Nate Panda. Good to see you, buddy. Gamification of health awareness based on sleep patterns. A user breeds virtual life form by practicing good sleep habits, stays motivated towards practicing good sleep habits while enjoying breeding the virtual life form. Wasn't this literally Tamagotchis, guys? Like, I feel like this is Tamagotchis. I don't know how some of these can be patents. But yeah, I mean, I guess, like, what they could do is sue Pocketpair for having a virtual life form have a sleep pattern. And I think that's probably what it's going to try to do. Like, this is an example of something that could be litigated against for Pocketpair. Now, the thing is that if you do this kind of shit in a court of law, to the degree that it looks like you're abusing the system, your case can be thrown out. But this is the kind of thing that patent would be tied to a sleep app that was released a year or so ago. Is there a sleep app for Pokemon that was released a year ago? Okay, maybe there is. I don't know. This is like game information patenting. That's different, I think. Storage medium storing. Okay, that's like how they store their data, I think. Device processing, content holding, data management. Yeah, a lot of their patents are hyper specific. Let's see if there's anything that like stands out. Gamification of health awareness based on wake up time. This is for like breeding and yeah, this is like literally fucking Tamagotchis, man. Like what the fuck? How do you gamify Tamagotchis? No, sorry. How do you patent Tamagotchis like after Tamagotchis existed? It's crazy. It features Snorlax. Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Game program. I've not looked at all these patents in detail. We're just seeing which ones exist that could be litigated against. A game system that contributes to a team, not through interperson battle, but through an action in a game, and can provide an exciting fight even in a final stage of the game is provided. It includes processing circuitry configured to control assignment of predetermined points associated with neutral character to a player. I think this is like actually talking about having an NPC have like a Pokemon it rides on, for example. I think that's what this is like kind of like an example of. Pocket Pikachu? Yeah, dude. Pocket Pikachu was literally copying off of Tamagotchis. It was I had a Pocket Pikachu and I had Tamagotchis. That's how I know. Like, dude, it's so crazy how many patents that literally... Yeah, I think this is a good point to bring up now. How many patents did fucking Nintendo and the Pokemon Company break? Because Tamagotchis were its own thing. Yeah, much later Pocket Pikachu appeared. Yeah, hold on, let's see. We can look up the dates. Pocket Pikachu. Release. It was yellow, it was adorable. I had one of these. 1998. This is the Pocket Pikachu. I had like 10 of these. Dude, I lost one at Blockbuster, and it literally ruined my entire year. I had a Pocket Pikachu. It was adorable, and some motherfucker stole it from me, and I'm assuming stole it from me. I don't know. I still have bad feelings about it. All the way into Blockbuster when I was renting like Sega Genesis games. That's how old I am. And yeah, I was like searching every aisle. Like I looked at security tapes. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Never found it. So that was 1998, guys. 1998. Tamagotchi release. 1997 and 1996. Released by Bandai. Why was Pocket Pikachu allowed? Tamagotchi. Let's see. Let's see if something comes up. I'm curious if there was ever litigation about this, because this was a sheer copying. Like a sheer copying. Tamagotchis are still coming out? Yeah. Similar to Pocket Pikachu, called the Pokewalker, came packaged with Heart Gold and Silver for the Nintendo DS. All right, let's look up Tamagotchi and see if there's any litigation with any other companies. I just want to see if there's any litigation. Because this was like a complete... Maybe they didn't have a patent, guys. Maybe they didn't even have a patent. I don't know. Wait, There were Tamagotchi video games? Oh my god, man. I missed out. I would have eaten this shit up, bro. I would have eaten that shit up. I love my Tamagotchis, bro. I bought so many Tamagotchis when I was a kid. Animated video, reception impact. Yeah. Children became emotional over the deaths of the Tamagotchis, leading to teenagers sending them to graveyards for burial. Yup. I remember that. I remember that. Similar? Okay. So there are many similar ones. But it looks like there's no litigation. At least that's on the Wikipedia. This is shocking to me. How was it never litigated? Maybe Bandai just never bothered to litigate it. Because, like, you have to actually litigate in order for this to happen. But yeah, I mean, like, dude, I guess what I'm saying is, what I'm illustrating is that Nintendo and Pokemon Company have gotten away with this shit often. And, dude, even the designs of Pokemon came from Dragon Warrior. Even the system of battling monsters and, you know, capturing them, not with a ball, with something else, was literally in a game called Dragon Warrior Monsters, which came out 2 years before Pokemon. I just want to point that out as we're moving forward in this discussion. Gamification of health awareness. So yeah, this is probably with that Snorlax that you're talking about, which is stolen from, you know, Tamagotchis. Simulation system. User can assume and enjoy changes in an operation of a character in case that the character is operated in virtual space and can be simultaneously played by the plurality of users. Okay, so it's multiple users, multiple gamers, basically messing with a single character. I feel like a lot of games do this. I could name like 10 games off the top of my head that do this. Any game with an NPC, Baldur's Gate. You have you know, the NPC Shadowheart. And, you know, it's me and, you know, Diddles making characters in Baldur's Gate. And we're both fucking with Shadowheart, you know, messing with their system, you know, changing their stuff. Why would that not run under this patent? There's no reason. There's no reason for this patent to exist. I don't know. Let's see what else. But yeah, this is something that could be in Pocketpair. That they're suing Pocketpair for. Originally, when I saw the lawsuit, I thought it was because of capturing with the balls. Yeah, exactly. It could be that, Nate. It could be that. We don't know. They didn't announce which exact patents that they're suing on. Which patent rights are they suing on? We do not have the details. We won't know until we actually get the legal documents. And the legal documents will be public at some point. But it's going to be hard to find, hard to digest and everything for laymen. I'll do my best to do so. But I'm not a lawyer. So, you know, it's only guesswork for us. And so we're just looking at what patents the Pokemon Company has. And so we can try to determine which patents are being applied here. Dude, I feel like this is used in other games. It's wild that you can make patents for things that are used in other games. They patented a server which includes a content storage medium configured to store content data of content usable in different types of games. EVE Online, you can have a new game that is an FPS connected to EVE Online, the MMO. Does that not infringe on this patent? Yeah, these are so fucking broad. They didn't really have anything concrete against Palworld, and it seems. That's my point. You see, the reason that I'm talking about this, let me clear up my point. You are absolutely correct in pointing that out. So my point here in this discussion is that one defense of Pocketpair is that their patents are incredibly broad and it infringes on what other games do already. So what they could say is they're only attacking us because they want to attack us. But the problem is this patent is too broad and could be applied to other things. That would be a legal defense. That is why I'm discussing this. That is exactly why. Nintendo's going to sue all those games? Yeah, Nintendo is so out of touch that they would not see this as, hey, I'm wrong. They would see this as, hey, everyone else is wrong. Let's sue them too. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're actually not wrong, Nate Panda. Yeah. Sorry, Awkward Bat. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Have we given Nintendo too much power with this video? I don't know. Maybe. It provided is a program executed by a computer that includes a processor. Bro, what? There's no way. And that's for like sleep information. I mean, that's like any phone. It's just using sleep data. Does any other game use sleep data? Let's see. What games on phone use sleep data? Uh-oh. Sleepagachi. Oh, dude, is Sleepagachi dead? Hold up. Let me see if Sleepagachi. Let's see if Sleepagachi exists. Because the tab didn't work. Did Sleepagachi get sued by Nintendo? Bro, they're already on it. They're already on it, man. Sleepagachi. Sleepagachi does not pop up on the mobile game store for Google Play. But guess what does? Pokemon Sleep. Bro. They're already attacking. Oh my God. They are attacking everyone. Google Play is deleted a lot. Yeah, maybe I'm assuming. Sleep minigames. Wait, why is this allowed? So this is called Luna Bedtime Calm and Sleep. And it has like a whole bunch of mini games, sleep stories, all kinds of mini games. Isn't this like the fucking Snorlax? Pokemon Sleep wouldn't work for you? Yeah, I mean, well, dude, what is it like? 80% of the most recent Pokemon games are made like dog shit. You found Sleepagachi website. It seems it's in the Japanese pre-registry phase. Oh, interesting. Dude, Sleepagachi is about to be like nuked in the face by Nintendo, man. They have like 10 patterns on this sleep stuff. Coming soon? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe the website is still up and they killed the app. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, so that's an example of a pattern that is like a little overblown. Okay. Storage medium. In a case where a second camera operation through a third input unit using an inertial sensor is performed, while a pointer operation based on a pointer operation through a first input camera processes on the camera screen. I guess it's like having two cameras and two controllers do separate things. Maybe this is like the Nintendo DS. I don't know. It was 2021. I don't even know what this would be used for. Weird. That's not Pocketpair. That's not Pocketpair related. RFID. Okay. Wait. Huh. This was for that Pokemon card game, right? I'm pretty sure that was for the Pokemon card game. Do other card games use RFID? What card games use RFID? Wow. Smart tech games use RFID. They better watch out for Nintendo, man. This is yet another example of someone else using RFID cards. This is yet another one. I think Sleepagachi killed itself. It removed itself from the app and Play Store to do some blockchain. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that can happen as well. Or maybe they were forced to change. Who knows? Oh, no, exactly, Nate. That's why I'm covering this. By the way, you're right. I should talk about why I'm covering this. Why am I covering this? Why? Because I think Nintendo is a hateful company that does overly litigious things against random people all the fucking time. They rage against and they litigate against even people that make like a Mario Kart tournament and Smash Bros tournament. They do this stuff all the time, and they try to bully other people with the might of the lawyers into getting what they want. And that is exactly why I'm covering this, because I hate shit like this. They might even have a case here. They might have some semblance of a case here, but I think it is important to cover why they might not have a case either, and why they might be doing a little bit of cheeky overreach. So we can see what happens. There was a terrible console game released 20 years ago that used RFID cards with CD-based games. It was terrible. It was released by Tiger Electronics. So a lot of what happens, by the way, Existential, is let's see if Nintendo bought Tiger Electronics. Because one thing that people will do, large companies will buy smaller companies just to buy their patents and to basically envelop their patents in themselves. One of the really, really bad things, we covered the company Embracer Group, a European game company that bought like a whole bunch of games, a whole bunch of game companies, a whole bunch of game publishers, and embraced them all and then destroyed like literally an entire generation's worth of games. Hasbro absorbed them? Okay. So, dude, if Hasbro has the patent, how the hell were they able to do RFID shit? Because Hasbro litigates like crazy as well. So it's wild. It is wild that that happens. Let's see. Yeah, merging with Hasbro. Interesting. Yeah. How Pokemon was able to get past this, I don't know. That's my point though. That like Pokemon is not playing fair. And so they'll break patents, they'll do their own shit, and then when someone does it to them, they get all pissy about it. That's my point. That is my point. But a lot of times it depends on whether you have the desire to sue someone else for it. Has some really shittily worded patents. Yeah, exactly. And the real issue is that the patent system is broken as hell. That's exactly what I'm also illustrating. The patent system is broken as hell, and this is how. Because like there's a few of them out there, I thought. God, what is... Okay, hold on. Other Monster Battler games. Yeah, Monster Rancher. Temtem. Yeah, Temtem... Nintendo tried to sue Temtem, didn't they? I don't know what happened with that. Monster Hunter Stories? Like, why is Monster Hunter Stories not sued by Pokemon? That game is very much a Pokemon-like. Dragon Warrior Monsters, dude. This was the OG, man. Holy shit, this game was so good. This is like the newest one. That original Dragon Warrior Monsters game was... That game fucking cooked, bro. That game was so good. Better than Pokemon, in my opinion. Yeah, Temtem is a good example. Let's see. Are they being sued? Looks like the game just like did not do what people wanted. So people didn't like that. But did they ever get sued? It doesn't look like they ever really got sued. So why the fuck did Pokemon never sue them? Or did they dodge the case? It's published by Humble Bundle. Monster Hunter Stories. Was that ever sued? Okay, not on this at least. Why do they want to sue Palworld when other companies do this shit all the time as well? I don't get it, guys. I really just don't get it. Established creativity. Oh no, I totally understand. Yeah, picking a fight with Pokemon and Nintendo is like a good way to lose your money. Absolutely. They'll sue you for everything you have. I respect that aspect of the patents. The lawyers that enforce the client patent. If you create something, it should be protected. How the patent's protected and enforced, though, at times patents can infringe creativity and growth. Yeah, that happens all the time. Dude, we've lost out on so many games because Embracer Group bought the patents for things. Dude, prime example, guys. Prime example of what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It was the engine. Was it called the Rivals engine? There it is. Nemesis system. This is what happened. So there was a really good game that came out. Well, we just have it here. It was called yeah, Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War. Yep, the Nemesis system. And this is a prime example of what happens with patents. Warner Brothers patented the mechanic from the game. They essentially bought they patented that Nemesis system. They said, this is our system, we developed it, and no one else can use it. And no one else can use anything like it. So Sega, Bandai Namco, Square Enix, they wanted like these types of things, and no one's able to use anything similar to the Nemesis system. And the system was so fucking good, and they just can't use it. This is a prime example until 2035. Oh, by the way, you know what the other worst part is, guys? You know what the other worst part is? Fucking Warner Brothers hasn't used anything with this system since Shadow of War. They haven't made a single game that incorporates the Nemesis system since they patented this shit. They're just locking it behind. They're like, no, you can't use it. No, this is ours. This is ours. We're not even going to use it. No one else can, though. Fuck you all. That's what it is. I hate this shit so much, man. I hate this shit so much. And like I said, this is why no one fucking likes lawyers. This is why no one likes lawyers. Yeah, it just kills creativity. Yeah, exactly. Pokemon is exclusive to Nintendo, and to get that experience, you need to pay the admission to play Pokemon games. To see that there is popular games that offer newer aspects of the system on multiple platforms and pulls people away from Nintendo machines and games, they will shut that system down. They stopped being a video game company the moment they brought their first NES to the U.S. shores. I'm not sure about that. Like, I think I know what you're saying, but like, they're still a video game company. But they're extremely overly litigious, for sure. They still make games. It's not like they don't make games and all they do is litigate. If like, for example, I think what might be a better aspect to your point is Konami, who for like straight up a decade stopped making video games, and all they did was make pachinko machines. And they basically put all their IPs into pachinko machines. And so if you wanted to see what happened in like some random storyline from one of the older Konami games, you would have to play a fucking gambling pachinko machine in the middle of Osaka. And I know this because I went to Osaka for my best friend's wedding. I was his best man. And I saw that actual machine there. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, actually, what the fuck? Why is there a pachinko machine of this? And then I was watching someone else play it. And lo and behold, it had actual lore of the game and everything in it. And you're like, dude, what? Dude, they literally sold their fucking soul. Like Konami, Giga sold their soul. And now they're starting to make games again because I guess the pachinko gamble didn't work out, pun intended. I don't know. But yeah, it's so fucking bad. Contracts back in the 80s were borderline monopolizing the market. Sega didn't get a good foothold in the US until Genesis, thanks to a loophole in the contract. Oh, interesting, Existential. So what you're saying is, Shaco Burn, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Corey Crew. I love making you friends. We're talking about Nintendo suing Palworld. Existential, what you're saying is that Nintendo has a history of doing this. So what you're saying is, going back to what you're saying, sorry, I got a little distracted by Windows Defender, because you cannot turn off the pop-ups. I hate them. I hate Windows 11 so much. What you're saying is that Sega took so long to make a system because of patent infringement shit that Nintendo was doing all the way back then. That's what you're saying. And I believe it was a rumor back in the day that the reason Genesis beat Nintendo to 16-bit was Nintendo intended to make the NES the machine for as long as possible. There was a time Nintendo wanted to sue pre-owned game stores. Nintendo can literally not stop sucking dicks. Like, they literally cannot stop. They're just like, there's a dick here, there's a dick here, there's a dick here, there's a dick here, there's a dick here. And they're just going at it, man. They literally cannot fucking stop. Holy shit, man. Like, they need to be stopped. Like, oh my god. I didn't know some of this stuff. Like, I didn't know about the pre-owned. I know a lot about Nintendo, like, you know, doing litigation and stuff. I've been gaming since the OG NES days. Before that, even. But a lot of this is something I didn't even know about Essential. Holy shit. Game method allows peace of mind, even if wait. Okay, this one is ridiculously broad, bro. A game system, a game method, and a game program which allows the user to enjoy a game with peace of mind, even if a bias is provided in predetermined parameters. Are you kidding me? If a game gives you peace of mind, that's a patent? There's no shot. There is no fucking shot. Like, that just sounds insane, man. That sounds insane. You can choose and walk along a route. Walking support system included processing security for determining a recommended route for a participant in space where a participant can choose and walk along a route. That's... What? Isn't this like literally a Google Maps patent? How do they have the same patent as Google Maps? They use Google Maps for Pokemon Go. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure this is related to Google, Pokemon Go. But, like, how the fuck is that not Pokemon? Like, how is that not Google Maps? This is This is patent overreach, man. Dude, I hope they get sued for this shit. I feel like this is absolute sheer patent overreach. Like, half of these patents are insane. Processing system displays a character based on a character model of a first type in the first scene, based on the character model of a second type in the second scene. So wait, wearing clothes transferring from one scene to another? Every game does this. Are they fucking insane? Is Nintendo insane? That if they have like a wearable amulet or a whatever, that's in every fucking game. How is this a pattern? Bro, that's crazy. I'm losing my shit, man. Okay. Let's see more. Choice-based instruction based on operation input. That's really broad. That is exceptionally broad. Like, this is just normal choice making in any game. How do you get away with this shit? With a two-dimensional... Further, the first item may be a spherical item. So this is Pokeball. They're talking about Pokeballs. Yeah, they're literally talking about Pokeballs here. So this, it looks like this is the Pokeball patent. So, looks like this is the Pokeball patent, guys. I think we found... I'm going to open this as the Pokeball patent. When we get the legal information, we'll be able to, like, figure out what exactly they're talking about and so on and so forth. Because they'll have to give, like, that real information. The balls? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How does Temtem catch Pokemon, guys? How do you catch monsters in Temtem? How do monster catchers catch monsters? Let's see.
Hello, Internet! Most people just care what the creatures look like and what they do, but the in-world methods can have heavy implications on the rest of the game's lore and branding. I have a rough idea of what I want to do, which I'll go over before but here, you don't cast any balls to catch monsters. In fact, you don't really catch the monster.
This is Shin Megami
which is
Tensei.
why this genre is also called monster taming games. In Megami Tensei, there are devils.
So you tame them in Shin Megami Tensei.
It's common to have a party of characters that follow along.
We're just gonna skip ahead. We're gonna like
in
try to just see.
RPGs, there's an emphasis monster catcher formula offered some autonomy, where you get to choose who's with you to change up your gameplay. And to reiterate, the method to have these demons join you in this game,
right?
And they randomly might or might
Dragon
not
Quest.
ask you afterwards,
Dragon Quest was you didn't actually you would just like convince them. You'd be like, hey, join my party. You just like talk to them
with your strength. So for now, just remember how to create.
I played the shit out of this game, man. Well, not 5, but I played the original Dragon Quest games like freaking crazy.
Them as a monster
Pizzerino, my friend,
game,
welcome.
Digimon
We're talking about
was made
Nintendo.
to be a masculine counterpart to Tamagotchi, which is a physical toy with a little screen where you can feed and raise a little creature in there. But by the
oh my god, I had these. I had the Digimon digital pets. I had these as well.
In Megami Tensei,
I forgot about those.
There is a doohickey this time in kind of recruiting them on, because in Digimon it works a little differently.
Okay.
You have some gadget where you can scan a new Digimon from an encounter, and with enough scans...
Wait, how is this not a Pokédex? Nintendo should sue Digimon. I'm pretty sure Nintendo tried to sue Digimon, actually. I'm pretty sure about that. Did Nintendo ever sue Digimon? No. Superficial elements? I don't know, man. I feel like the elements are as superficial in Digimon as they are in Palworld. Like, maybe they could do something with the balls, and that's it. But we're gonna see if any other game uses balls.
That got so popular to the point where people would have a different idea about this whole genre, where friendly talking monsters are used to battle for you. The capture system was inspired by Gashapon toys, which were little capsules that you could get. It's simple and iconic. And with the franchise's booming success, people would recognize this shape anyway.
Yeah, we know Pokemon.
Them. You're now catching monsters, you monster. Unintentionally, the notion that these creatures are your friends has been stripped, and Pokemon's dominance of the genre have people, including me, calling these games monster catchers.
Right. So let's see Temtem now.
Temtem by far had the most publicity around their launch.
Yeah, YouTube does the same for ads. I'm really sorry about the really loud ads, guys.
So how did they catch their monsters? You throw a special card and hope it will successfully trap the Temtem.
It's a card instead of a ball, but it's the exact same thing.
Also, weakening said Temtem improves the catch rate. Your enemy, but there's plenty of differences in their mechanics.
So Koromon.
But like what I said at the beginning of this video, who really cares about the catching mechanism? It doesn't affect the gameplay by much, and Pokemon's method of trying to beat your enemy but not fully KOing them offers a challenge that's more entertaining
Gachapon
than
is in Maple
complete
Story?
luck or being fully dependent on a certain requirement. Rest assured, Temtem and Koromon have changes elsewhere, like in how resources are managed, how types are synergized, so on and so forth.
But it still has types. I feel like Nintendo will eat you. Cassette piece? Yeah, that's you use cassettes there. Maybe it's because it's balls. It could be because it's balls. I don't think that's enough legally, but it could be because it's balls, guys. Yeah, my assumption is balls. When in doubt, always balls. I think it's that. Like, gambling Marvel machines? Interesting. I don't know about that. There we go. So I think we figured out that the patent that they're probably doing is the ball one. This one. Let's see if there's any others it could possibly be. Just make them cubes? Yeah, exactly. Ovals. Just make it ovals. Palworld being more popular now? Palworld became popular enough to make money to the point that Nintendo wanted to sue them. That's what happened. A puzzle game involves enhancing a degree of freedom of movement and for a puzzle element. What? Moving puzzles? How the fuck is that a patent? Only filed in the past 2 years. This is insane. Yeah, it could be the balls. Maybe at least somewhat honest if you look at Palworld. What, the monster designs, Ryan? We already talked about that. I talked about that months and months ago. They're not suing on the monster designs because they're not suing on copyright infringement. They're only suing on patents. And there's no patent for a specific Pokemon. At least that we've seen so far. There might be a certain one like Pikachu, I think, is patented. There are a couple of them where they are literally patented. It's a Pokemon MMO. Yeah, but random people, Ryan, calling it a Pokemon MMO and not the company itself doesn't mean a patent infringement at all. That's the thing. We called Temtem the same thing. People called, literally Koromon the exact same thing. Really, really towing that line. Doesn't matter. Like I said, I just literally looked it up, Ryan. Temtem was never sued that we can find from Nintendo. Digimon was never sued. Koromon was never sued. All of these other Pokemon-style games were never sued. So I'm trying to find the thread that's different in Palworld besides money. And the thread that is obviously different is that Palworld made a shit ton of money. That one is like for sure. Like Temtem never really hit it big. It never really made money. And so on and so forth. They were looking for excuses, exactly, and they found one. Yeah, they've been looking for excuse. I think it's very clear that the reason that we never saw a lawsuit until literally almost a year after Palworld came out is because they were looking for a lawsuit to file. Yeah, even the ones that don't make money. I know. But it's very clear that they didn't do it for other ones, Ryan. That's why I'm bringing this up. But the other problem is, where is Pocketpair located? Oh, fuck. They're located in Tokyo? That's fully Japanese. Bro, okay. So this is going to be held in fully Japanese courts. This is not enough. This is not a situation where they're suing like an American company, so they have to come all the way to California and sue it under like California law or whatever. This is fucking Japanese company, bro. Holy fuck. Dude, I can't imagine a Japanese court going against Pokemon. Yeah, that's a problem. Yep. I kind of didn't realize that Pocketpair was Japanese. I don't know why I thought they were Korean. Storage median. Yeah, exactly. Yep. This is the other one. This is aiming the Pokeball. This is literally how you aim the Pokeball and you chuck the Pokeball. You're exactly right. Probably that pattern. Yeah, it's that one, and this is the other one, which is where it's how a Pokeball works, and how it deals with things in the world and so on. Device 10, using first save data. Second game process using second save data. Oh, this is when you originally played Pokemon Blue and Red and you had one save file. And every time you'd do something, every time you'd save the game, it would overwrite the save data. That's what this patent... This is a patent for their dog shit way of saving your data in original Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. That is so funny. Yeah, we found the patent for their shitty save files, guys. Oh my god, I can't believe that still exists. Holy shit. Holy shit. Actually, it's not the original one. The original one was in 2006. It was prior to that. But yeah, that's still pretty funny. And this is the similar way of doing it, though. Oh my god. It might be like a slightly different updated version that they had for like whatever... What Pokemon came out in 2006? Let's see. Okay, that was Diamond and Pearl. There we go. There we go. It's for Diamond and Pearl. It does that so you can't dupe the Pokemon? It does that for a lot of different reasons. I don't know, Ryan. I don't know. Yeah, it's Diamond and Pearl. Oh my god, what about fair use? Fair use is probably going to be the defense here, Terex. Because you're all right. Fair use could enter into it. But that is something that will be argued into court. So that's why I wanted to cover this, guys. By the way, I wanted to cover what patterns are being possibly infringed on. Trying to figure out before the legal documents are released, because it will be released soon, and we'll be able to give the real information of this is what they're doing, this is why they're doing it, this is how they're attacking Palworld and Pocketpair, and so on and so forth. Right now, we're just doing the guesswork. And I think we figured out the patterns, the patents, basically the ones relating to Pokeballs is kind of what we've narrowed it down to on some level. We could be wrong, but I think it's very likely it's that. Now, can other games use Pokeballs? Other games have used Pokeballs, but they weren't shaped like balls. And I think that might have been a conscious choice by the other game makers. Temtem uses those little cards, so on and so forth. Digimon uses similar other kinds of scanning cards or whatever. So, like, that's why they might have not used balls in those other games. In fact, I can't really think of any game that uses balls to capture Pokemon. There are many Monster Tamers, many Pokemon-style games, but they don't really use balls. So I think that is the issue. And yeah, fair use applies. Does fair use apply to patents? Does fair use... That's a good point, actually. Does fair use apply to patents? The research exemption is specific to patented inventions. What does fair use apply to? Yeah, okay. The fact that they made money is levied against them with the fair use. It does not automatically do it, but it kind of screws it over. Basically, fair use is applied a lot for, like, the fact that you don't make money off of something. This is why you can't claim fair use for music on Twitch, by the way. For music on Twitch, we as streamers are making money, even if it's, like, next to nothing, or even if we're not affiliated and we're making, like, you know, money via donations and stuff. Fair use may also not be a thing in Japan. True. That could be a thing as well. I don't know about that. But I can tell you for a fact that fair use is fucked over with if you're making money on the thing. So that's why we can't claim fair use on streams with game music, or with copyrighted music. But yeah, there you go. That's why Twitch had that entire thing. But anyways, if you guys like the video, give this video a like, give it a sub, share it with your friends. What do you think about Nintendo's lawsuit against Pocketpair? Do you think it has teeth? Do you think it doesn't? Do you think Pocketpair deserves to lose everything? Do you think Nintendo deserves to beat them? Or do you think they're overusing their patents and making their patents too broad and trying to attack people that don't deserve it? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I welcome all sides of conversation. I welcome every single comment here. I want to discuss this, and I will be, covering this going forward. What kind of coverage would you like to see of this entire issue going forward? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope to catch you in the next video. And now we're about... Oh, here we go. Ooh. Chat, thank you. There is a response here. Yeah, let's see the response. I did not see this. Let's see. Regarding the lawsuit, let's add this in. I will cut this and add this in, by the way. Don't worry, guys. Palworld does have a response. Regarding the lawsuit, yesterday, a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We have received notice of this lawsuit and will begin the appropriate legal proceedings and investigations of the claims of patent infringement. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents that we are accused of infringing upon, and we've been not notified of such details. So, yeah, this is not even... The defendant here has not even found out what they're being accused of, by the way, guys. That's why I did not have the information. I wanted to have the information. I don't have the information. No one has it. If Palworld doesn't have the information, no one has it yet. Just to let you guys know. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Pocketpair is a small indie company. Sorry, I love that term. I use that term for Riot Games all the time. But they're actually a small indie company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games, and they succeeded in that. I love Palworld. We will continue to pursue this goal because we know that our games bring joy to millions of gamers around the world. Palworld was a surprise success this year for both gamers and for us. We're blown away by the amazing response to the game and have been working hard to make it even better for our fans. We'll continue to improve Palworld and strive to create a game our fans can be proud of. It is unfortunate we'll be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development due to this lawsuit. Unironically true. However, we will do so. So we'll do our utmost for our fans and to ensure that indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their own creative ideas. Based as fuck. We apologize to our fans and supporters for any worry or discomfort this news may have caused. Thank you for your continued support. Yeah, this is a good response. Basically saying, we don't know, guys. We literally don't know. Sorry. I wish we knew, but we don't know. Yeah. I did not know about this response. Let's see. Thank you. 100% better than Pokemon. Yeah, that's the other fun part here, guys. Pokemon games have been dog shit for the past, like, decade. That's the funniest part. Oh, my God. Yeah, when a game finally actually iterates on the Pokemon formula and does some good stuff, they get pissed off. Holy shit, you stole the idea for their next game. Pikachu with an AK-47. Oh my god. Holy shit. No iterations, no improvements? Yeah, exactly. Just year after year after year. I know. It's been crazy. I think Arceus was like some iteration. And even that, like the release of Arceus was rushed, so it was like a dog shit release. Like, shocker. People were really happy when, like, dude, I was really happy when I booted up Palworld, and I had, like, maybe in a grand total of, like, my first 5-hour stream of Palworld, I had, like, one bug. And that was it. That was, like, literally it. The rest of the game went super smoothly. And I was like, wow, I haven't played a smooth Pokemon game in years. A smooth Pokemon game without bugs? Like, crazy. Yeah, no, it wasn't, it was a random guy, T-Rex. A random modder, and he did get sued by Nintendo. He put Ash into Palworld as a mod, and he got completely sued within like 24 hours. Yeah, dude, they pulled him out back behind the shed and shot him in the back of the neck. Yeah, that's how Nintendo does it. Yeah, Nintendo would rather sue than innovate. Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. I think that's true. They're just mad. The reason they're mad is they don't get to ride a jet dragon. Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, exactly. And yep, friendly reminder, I was posting that everywhere. Hey, can I copy your homework? Sure, just make it look different so it doesn't look like you copy it. The original Dragon Quest monsters and Pokemon just blatantly ripping that shit off. Blatantly. I think this is actually similar to not Geodude. This is actually Muck. But regardless, Palworld also has bug types. Yeah, how dare it also have bugs? Yeah, exactly. Dude, the comparisons that like all the Nintendo Super fans were doing literally had that. Yeah, exactly. But anyways, I just wanted to give my little heads up. Again, this is probably going to be injected into the video, so if you like this video, give it a like, give it a sub, share it with your friends. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think of Palworld's the lawsuit against Palworld? What do you think of Palworld's response? Who do you think is in the right here? I want to hear from you. And I'm being very clear about my thoughts, but we don't have the legal documents. No one does. If the defendant doesn't have legal documents, no one does. So it's all guesswork. From the patents that we could discern, we went through the entire list, I think it's the Pokeballs. I think it's what amounts to the Pokeballs. And the fact that Temtem and Digimon and all those other games that are similar use different things that aren't balls makes me think that's why. But we don't know. This is all guessing. And if that's the case, they should be allowed to change it from balls to something else. And it'll be totally fine. Just make it squares, make it triangles, make it, dicks. Who the fuck cares? Anyways, that's my little aside. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.